All right, so I am out here on my gratitude walk. Nothing like a gratitude walk. The reason why I love gratitude walks is because you're not just doing affirmations as you're sitting still, which are also powerful, but with a gratitude walk, you are combining body movement and the power of the mind. And that makes it that much more powerful when you do gratitude as you're moving around. So as I'm walking, I'm saying thank you over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And not only am I saying thank you for all the things that I have, but I'm also holding images in my mind of all the things that I am bringing into my reality. And in that moment, you become a walking testament of faith. Because faith is literally you giving thanks for things that have not yet manifested. Faith is you giving thanks for things that have not materialized yet. It's the ultimate testament of faith. So how much faith do you have? You know, I hear a lot of people say they have faith. But if you're worried, do you really have faith? Because for me, faith eliminates worry. Always remember that it's easier to be grateful than it is to be hateful. That's why I love gratitude. If you are on your spiritual path and you find yourself feeling lonely or feel cloudy, don't know what to do, don't know which way to go, and if you have trouble manifesting, then have no fear. We have a mastermind group called Mind Master Society, where we are attracting powerful manifestors from all around the world. And if you want to be a part of it, go to mindmastersociety.com. When it comes to gratitude, there's one thing that people don't talk about is how it makes you feel inside of yourself. Gratitude does something to your brain. It does something positive to your spirit. It makes you see the world differently, and you start to see opportunities when you only saw lack and limitation. That's how powerful gratitude really is. Do you know that gratitude could possibly be the solution that you've been looking for? Just try it. Be grateful. Practice being grateful every day. So you have to be careful of what kind of beliefs you believe in. Because as I said in the last video, all beliefs are true. The question is, do you want it to be true for you? And when I say true, I mean personally true. You know, everybody has a personal truth. And I'm mindful of not believing in something just because it sounds true. I always ask myself, do I want that thing to be true for me? And if I don't want it to be true for me, then I abandon the thought immediately, because I'm interested in living my best life on my own terms. And that means being very mindful of what you subscribe to, the philosophy you subscribe to, the thought patterns that you allow to enter your brain. Being mindful of that is very, very important. And I think more people should become mindful of what they believe in. And I'll give you a prime example. You know, some people say that it takes hard work to make a lot of money. But do you really want that to be true? Because I know a lot of people that make a lot of money and they're not working hard. Maybe they worked hard at one point in time, but they're no longer working hard. And so what I do is I use gratitude to bring the belief I want, to cement the belief that I want into my subconscious mind. And if you know anything about the subconscious mind, you start to realize that the body is the mind. And so that's why I spend a lot of time in nature, because nature has that natural high vibration. I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, I live in a magical world. I choose to live in a magical world. I look around and I see the way most people live, and I say to myself, I don't want to live that way. You know, I don't want to live like, I don't want to do that for a living. And in order to do that, you have to have a very strong mind to look around at the world and see that the masses are living a certain way, and to have the audacity to say, I don't want to live like that, man, that takes a tremendous amount of courage, because you have all these social pressures from society where people are consciously and unconsciously trying to get you to live like everybody else lives. And I just knew for myself that was not the way of life for me. I wanted to be free. And it meant that I was going to have it different than most people. See, the path that I'm on, and I'll give you a little example. A lot of people don't know who I am, so I'm going to reintroduce myself. So I dropped out of school in the 9th grade, had a near-death experience at the age of 7, and went wild in the streets for a period of time, became a rapper, stopped being a rapper, and decided that I wanted to, in 2011, I wanted to use the internet to make money. And I've been living off the internet since then. Now, back then in 2011, it wasn't a common thing for people to make money off the internet. It wasn't common. It was abnormal. And so I was met with a lot of resistance. You know, I had the audacity to say that I don't want to work for anybody. I just want to build companies on the internet. I want to make money from home. I want to make money from anywhere. That took a lot of courage in a world that expected you to have everything together. You know, I knew people that were buying homes back then. I couldn't buy one. And so, you know, a lot of people say that I'm stubborn. And they might be right, because I had to be stubborn to ignore what was popular, what was common, which was getting a job, which was working for somebody else, trading my time for money. I had to ignore that. I had to ignore it and believe that something Something better has to be possible, I told myself. I saw so many people older than me just slaving their life away, and I'm like, I just don't want to do that. Got criticized for it. But I'm here to tell you that since then, I have made a shit ton of money from the internet. It hasn't always been sweet. Well, yes, it has. Even when it wasn't sweet, it was sweet, to be honest with you. Because I always reminded myself of how, how it could have been if I never went after my dreams. So I always kept myself grounded in that realization when times would get tough. And I'm here to tell you that the number one thing that took me from a young adult that, had no money. I just realized I want to go another way. A young adult that had no money to my name to someone with an empire. I'm telling you, it's been nothing but my mindset. That's the number one differentiator. When I started believing that it was possible for myself and I ignored the naysayers, that's when it started working. That's when I started to level up. As long as I listened to everybody else, and as long as I was worried about what people were saying about me behind my back, it never worked. But the moment I got quiet, I got real quiet. When I get quiet, man, you better watch out. I got real quiet and I got focused and I started moving in silence. I didn't tell nobody what I was up to. I just went to work. See, what you got to worry about with a person like me, well, not worry about, but what you got to keep in mind is that I'm not going to tell you everything I'm up to while I'm up to it. I'm going to tell you what I'm up to, but it ain't going to be the whole thing. And the reason why is because I don't need anybody discouraging me, especially people that have never done the thing that I'm doing before. Now, if it's a person that has done it, I'll share the information with them. But anyway, it's not about me, it's about you. I'm here to tell you that you can definitely live life the way you want to live it. But you gotta live it. That's the thing. You gotta live it. You can't just talk about it. You have to live it. And you have to live it day by day, by day, by day, by day, by day, by day. Live it day by day. Day by day. Day by day. If you can do that, I swear to you, things will become more magical than you ever thought they could be. And all of the naysayers, I'm going to tell you who the naysayers are. The naysayers are the people that can't figure you out. They sit back and watch everything you post online. They never comment. They never like it. They sit back, they get on the phone with the other homeboys. Man, what this joker up to? Those are the naysayers. The naysayers, when you start having motion, the naysayers are going to be like, oh, shit. Hey, Rob, I was with you the whole time. They're going to say they was with you the whole time or that they believed in you the whole time. No, you didn't. And I don't blame you for that, though. I don't blame you for not believing in me because it wasn't your vision. But don't blame me for not picking up the phone, right? So I'm here to tell you that you got to get focused. You got to go ahead and actually live the life. You can't just be talking about it. You got to live it. Day in and day out. Every single day. You got to put forth the effort to live your life to the fullest. And if you stay focused, if you keep your mind focused on your goal, then you'll make it. Hello. Hi. Hey. If you keep your mind focused on your goal, you will make it. But you have to keep your mind focused. You have to get to work. You know, you have to put in action. You can't just talk about it. You gotta do it. That's what's gonna shut their mouth. That's what's gonna shut their mouth. You're gonna be like, oh, I thought you could do it. Shut your mouth. I love when people doubt me. I love when people doubt me. Because when they doubt me, I know I'm doing something different than them. You never know. You never know. So that's a long way of saying stay focused. Do not let the naysayers talk you out of it. Don't let them do it. Do not let them do it. And that's what I'm saying. People will try to question your beliefs. And then they have beliefs that are crazier than yours. Like a few days ago, I had somebody say, man, you really believe in this manifesting stuff? I said, yep, sure do. And they said, really? Man, how can you believe you create your reality? So let me ask you a question. I said, do you believe Jesus rose up from the dead after he died? He's like, absolutely. I say, come on, brother. You don't think that's crazy? If you can believe in your crazy stuff, then you let me believe in my crazy stuff. That's the thing. Everybody always trying to force their normal on you. You know? I'm not telling you crazy for what you believe in. But you gonna say that I'm crazy for believing that I can do anything that I put my mind to? Okay. Cool. I'm cool with that. So that's how you gotta walk around. That's how you gotta walk around with that confidence. So confidence is you knowing that you are going to be criticized for doing a thing and you still do it because you want to do it, because you feel called to do it. That's your thing. That's confidence. Confidence isn't, oh, I'll do it if nobody makes fun of me. I'm gonna be a prime example. I got somebody right now, somebody probably that I know. As soon as I launch a YouTube video, they press thumbs down on it. Now, this is how crazy people are. These jokers think they hurting me. They think they hurting me by hitting thumbs down on a YouTube video. They don't even know that a thumbs down is still engagement. I made you do that. I made you hit the thumbs down. So you're a puppet on a string. I'm controlling you, you know? But I have people that they want to put out content, but they are afraid of being judged by other people. I'm like, man, you got to get over that because people are always going to judge you. You know, they judging you right now. You just don't know it. They doing it behind closed doors. Because here's the thing. The masses are NPCs. And you know what an NPC is, don't you? Because if you don't, you might be one. NPC is a non-person character. Okay, that means that it's a bot, and most people are bots. Okay, and the bots don't have anything to do but sit around and talk about what other people are doing. These are the people that sit around and talk about what celebrities are doing. You know, they want to talk about Cardi B and Offset. You know, they want to talk about Drake and Kendrick all day. You know, these are the bots. So you got to know that you're not a bot. Okay, because when you know that you're not a bot, you know you're going to be criticized when you don't participate in bot activities. So for me, I know I'm not a bot. Of course, you're not going to understand how I'm living because I'm not a bot. I don't live like you. So you got to know that you're going to be criticized and you still got to do it because you feel called to do it. And it doesn't matter who understands, who doesn't understand. And also, you got to be able to own the choices that you make. Yeah, for me, I always compare everything to the fact that everybody's going to leave the planet one day. That's what you always have to remember. Everybody's going to leave the planet one day. And I'm just not here to live the way anybody wants me to live. And that's what I'm telling you. Don't be here trying to live how everybody else wants you to live. Live life on your own terms. These people are going to judge you anyway, man. They really are. I'm going to tell you my number one trait that gets me further than anything in the world. It's my ability to speak to people everywhere I go. I do not meet a stranger at all. I love speaking to people, acknowledging people, you know, because everybody else is just, you know, most people just kind of walk by you and not say anything, you know, and it's like, you know, people are just so disconnected, you know, and for me, I'm all about, you know, just acknowledging people. I think it's just no, I don't know what it is, but I've made a habit of just speaking to people everywhere I go. I can be in the woods and I come across somebody. I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, because I know they probably don't get that every day. I want to be the one that gives it to them every day, every time I come across somebody. You know, not every time, you know, but the vast majority of the time, you're near me, I'm going to speak to you. That's who I am. Now, I'll tell you this, if you want to make it, man, you got to have a strong mind. You know, you got to have a strong mind and a strong spirit because when you're trying to figure out life, you're going to go through some trials and tribulations. You're going to go through failure. You're going to go through success. You're going to have people cross you. You're going to cross people sometimes. I mean, you're going to break hearts. You're going to get your heart broke. You're going to go through all kind of stuff. But you got to keep that spirit high. Because, man, if you let your spirit die, man, you can hang it up. You can't never let that spirit die. I don't care what happens. Don't matter what happens. Something happens, give yourself a little bit of time to deal with it. But as soon as you can, forgive it and get back to business. Get back to it. Because this world is created by what's going on in your mind. You don't believe me? Next time you get sad, watch how sad the world looks. It looks like everybody's sad. When you get happy, watch how happy the world looks. It's all happening in here. So you can't let your spirit, you can't let these certified sapsuckers weaken your spirit. No chink in the armor. Don't have any chinks in the armor. Stay focused. Stay committed. Keep your mind on your dreams. Keep your mind on your goals. And stay positive as much as you possibly can. You gotta stay positive. If you don't stay positive, you lose. Keep your mind sharp. How you guys doing? Good, good. Keep your mind sharp. Stay focused. Stay positive. Keep writing down your goals. Master yourself.